less than 48 hours after we found out my dad added us to his visitation list, me and my sister traveled to Trenton, New Jersey to visit him. It kind of felt like deja vu, like the rushing to the hospital, you know, in the last moments. And I put air quotes on last moments because for Bear, it really was his last moments. And I got to see him the day before he died, after not seeing him in a few months. So this trip now for my dad was like, it was different because my dad has cut communication with me and the entire family, including his side of the family, for the past, I would say, over 10 years. He told us he was going to study his spiritual studies, and he cut us off. He cut all visitation off and cut communication via letters or mail, meaning like direct mail. I believe he may have called his brothers, but he never called myself or my sister. And I would send him letters with my number every time I changed my phone number, just to let him know, just in case he decided to change his mind. And he did want to reach out. I wanted him to know that I changed my number. So every time I update my number, and if you know me, anyway, we can get into it, how many times I changed it. But my point is, I was reaching out to let him know. But he never ever called. So now we get the call that we are added to the list. And we have very little information on his medical condition, right? We had received news that he had 2 tumors. He's no longer able to walk. His speech was like inaudible, meaning you couldn't understand what he was saying when he was talking anymore. So I didn't really know what to expect heading to Jersey. You know, like I said, it was deja vu. I felt like it was Bear all over again. Instead of it being Bellevue Hospital, now we're on the highway heading to Jersey, right? But the whole visit wasn't what I expected. So we just came from inside, seeing Big Papa Bear, or Pop Pop, as my kids call him. And I think surreal is the best term that you said that I could definitely agree to. I wasn't expecting him to be so thin. I knew he was older. You know, it's been a while. I check his picture all the time online. But I think, like you said, his weight was very alarming. It kind of reminded me of Bear a lot. Mm-hmm. But it's not cancer. It's not the same. It's a matter of him being a stubborn old man now that we know what's going on. I feel grateful for this moment because I prayed for it. I wanted closure because I don't know if this is the last time I'm gonna see him, right? But if this was, it was on a positive note, even though he's trying to get me to sneak food into him.
Right, still on a beautiful note.
And he tried to bribe me with being his medical proxy for the food. Right. What's the list again? All right, he went 2 tuna sandwiches, egg salad, chocolate pudding, hot cocoa,
the booster,
and a boost.
Yep.
The boost drink. So that's his order. He told me to come back tomorrow morning. If I bring that, I get to be his medical proxy. Right. So that's what we dealing with, right? Yeah. But like I asked you, the best part for me was also praying. I don't know if it's much that he knows about us.
No.
But what we left there tonight is he gonna know we got God in our system, we got God in our spirit,
and that he knows that his kids love him
forever.
And not just us, but all his kids.
All of us.
Yeah.
Right? And we made that very clear.
Yeah.
Telling him, I think about you every day, even if we don't see each other.
Yep.
My kids know your name, right? I show your picture. That's so important. I don't want him to think he was forgotten. Because we didn't forget. And we've been here, and I said that, we've been here with you the whole time. Not because we're in prison, but because in the spirit, they could never separate us.
And we didn't come for your money.
And we didn't come for money because he thinks, because he has money, that people are showing up because of his brothers. Right? That man has never given us, and my sister's behind the camera, he's never given us a dime.
No.
I'm 42, I'm not going to say your age, right?
But I'm saying.
He's never given us money. So this is not a run for like, oh, let's get the check. Definitely not what's going on. But I feel like we reassured him. I don't care about that. I want to know what you want your final plans to be, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like we got that. He said no coffee.
He said no coffee.
Okay, so.
He was very clear about that.
Right, so we got it. Now we have some instruction on what he would like to happen. We recording it again, May 7th, 2026. He said no coffin. He does not want to go in the coffin. So we're going to stick to that. And we're going to fight anything or anyone who thinks they're going to override his children, because he made that very clear today as well, that we come first.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm grateful for today. This is an answered prayer regardless of how it looked upstairs. It doesn't matter. My daddy kissed my hand tonight.
Yes.
I read the Bible with him. You understand? We prayed together.
And he told us that he loved us.
He said he loved us.
Yes.
And he wants me to come back with the chocolate pudding.
Yes. Amen.